Your red dot mounts to your barrel so it doesn't move with the slide.
What kind of ammo do you carry?
The guys that I hunt with use them every once in a while, but they're longer.
So it's the quietest 22 that I've ever seen ever.
It's pretty quiet.
SIG comes out of the box with more features. Glock is a better handgun.
The first dragon that died didn't bother me. It was the second one and how that happened. That bothered me.
You've
Just
never
wait till you
seen
figure out
people
Twitter.
arguing about shit on the internet. I asked you if you wanted to fight when we started the podcast.
Have you ever been in a situation where you have to use your gun?
What, draw it?
Yeah. Have you ever had to draw your gun?
I got into a tiff with a guy and he smacked my face with a bottle. What's going on and how are you? My name is Will Mead and welcome to the Shark Coast Tactical Podcast. I'm here with my homies, Omar,
Hello.
Pierce Stroud,
Hello.
and the amazing Dean
Always.
Carroll. The amazing Dean Carroll. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
All right.
You're good.
This is podcast episode 6. If you're watching this on YouTube or wherever it is on social media, do me a favor and like our page, subscribe to it, smash the like button, hit the bell for notifications, all that jazz. We do this in order to increase our business at our shop and our footprint. We did similar stuff on Facebook for a number of years, but the shadow banning at Facebook makes it real difficult for us to survive. So we're here doing this, spending our Tuesday night
What you guys?
with you guys.
And the amazing.
Dean Carroll.
How was your week?
So far?
Yeah.
Long.
Oh yeah.
Shit, Dean, it's Tuesday, man.
I know. That's scary.
Well, you have to do everything right now
Scary.
Yeah, he's got.
because the one person who I've met in 52 years to get summoned and have to do jury duty is Dean's assistant.
How anybody that works here gets selected for jury duties beyond.
How is that? Wait. So how is that possible? How did you not convince your direct underling to not do
I just,
jury duty?
he's a very law-abiding citizen, we'll say. I mean, he was scared to get in trouble.
So he just said,
He's worried about the jury duty police.
Yeah.
I need to do it, Dean. I've got to do it. It's the right thing to do. Like what? Well, I don't.
I believe his friends told him, you need to go.
He said it's a criminal trial.
I like that. You kind of panned over and I saw you like, whoa. I see you, Stroud. You have your hair done in your slick back fashion.
Do you want me to put my hat on so it looks more normal?
No,
for you?
dude. I mean, you
This is
did
what it
you,
looks like.
I wanted to put your hair like that, so that's good. So I have I completely forgot about the one-armed Glock 42 challenge that you threw the gauntlet on the table last week, Pierce.
Right. It wasn't a one. It was a offhand.
Offhand?
Challenge. Yeah, it was
Offhand supported. Yeah.
So Omar,
That's what
the posse, are they ready?
Oh, we showed up on Sunday. We were waiting for him.
Were you really?
Yeah,
Did you ask him if he was coming out?
I did. He left me on red.
After they were all already out there.
He left me on red.
I don't understand what that means.
That means he opened my message, saw it, and then closed it without responding.
Did he have ample time to get to the range?
I'm sure he did, but he had a kid or whatever.
Oh, that's right. It was his kid weekend, right? Or something like that.
Every Sunday.
Well, I've seen you shoot.
Ain't that convenient?
Yeah, sometimes I pick her up later to go with you guys.
Tell me about the posse. Are they ready?
Oh, they're very ready.
Did they listen to the podcast and they're like, "Hey, Omar, we hear Pierce wants to challenge us."
The burned man.
I
The
actually
burned man.
I went up to them and I was like, "Hey guys, I need you guys to bring out your macros on Sunday. We're gonna be doing some training." And Will says there's $200 in it.
I will. I'll. If they all compete, like you guys can't like say, okay, look, we're gonna do this, and Pierce is just gonna lose, and we're all gonna split the money.
No, that's definitely not happening. They have too much pride.
Oh, I don't know about
I don't
that.
know. They carry SIGs. Just hope none of them fall over.
Shots fired.
Early. We should start it.
I didn't start that.
Talking a lot of smack for someone who didn't show up.
You're talking a lot of smack for somebody who doesn't have a saw right next to their leg.
Fair enough.
So why? Tell me, so they didn't obviously watch a podcast and didn't come to you like the next day? It got released and said, "Hey, we want to make $200, Omar. Can you talk to Will and get the thing organized with Pierce?"
They did watch the podcast. I told them before the podcast came out.
Oh boy.
The next day after we had the podcast, I went up to them and I was like, Pierce has issued a challenge. I need you to show him up.
So what about this weekend?
What about this weekend?
Ooh.
Hey, that I think that puppy's gonna piss in your
Isn't it
look,
the same one that
it's
did
the
it
same,
last time?
yeah, she,
Oh no.
she's
No, 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 no.
she's like, what?
What? I wasn't gonna piss in there.
We brought a puppy to the podcast.
Always a great idea.
That's a great idea. Puppy's
Piss in the podcast.
he's like,
Eventually, we need to have like a Banshee cam. We can just switch to.
I want
To put her.
oh yeah, there she was gonna do it because she peed right there, dude. She was oh yeah.
Good save.
It comes with a lot of experience.
How many dogs have you had?
We have 9 dogs right now.
How many have you had throughout your lifetime?
I don't fucking know, dude.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot of dogs. A lot of
Of
experience.
dogs.
Good content.
Yes. But there, I mean, it's a battle, like cleaning up pee every day. I mean, we have 4 puppies in the house, and it's a fucking battle. We've almost got it to where they're kind of doing like what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then every so often I come home and there's fucking shit everywhere, and the kids haven't picked up anything, and I start texting Lori. I'm like, oh, they're all going to the Chinese restaurant tomorrow. I'm not going to pay for volleyball ever again. They will all die.
Are the kids old enough to work at the Chinese restaurant?
No, I was going to take the dogs to the Chinese restaurant.
Oh, that got darker. Okay. All right.
But I would never do that. It's a challenge. Definitely a challenge.
I can.
Yeah.
So I have questions from Luke.
Questions from Luke. I love those.
That's
Yeah.
a segment and a half.
It's a segment, but so he wants to know have you guys ever panic bought anything?
Ammo.
Explain.
The Lake City plant had just gotten shut down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
That never really happened though, did it?
it's not that they got shut down. I think they stopped selling. I think White House told them to stop selling to civilians in order to
Allegedly.
prepare for war or whatever. Anyways, I heard something along those lines, and my friends were like, "Dude, did you hear that 5.56 is about to go away?" And I'm like, "What?" So I spent like 3 paychecks on 5.56.
Did you really?
I did, and then I was like, I'm so happy I got these cases of 5.56 now, and I'm going to be set for such a long time, and the price is going to shoot up, and I'm going to be so happy. And then like 2 months later, the price had got down.
Yeah. That
Price per
happens.
yeah, and I was pretty upset, but I shot it all.
Okay. Pierce.
No, not really.
No.
I thought you were gonna say what we said in pre-prep.
Look, I mean, if you want to just argue our way through this podcast, I mean, it'll be good content for a couple hours, but I just don't think that's the way this is going to go.
Okay, Dean.
I don't think I ever panicked, bro. But during like COVID, I came in here in the Shark Coast, and I just wanted a new gun. I think I ended up buying a Turkish shotgun because everything was pretty much like.
Weren't you working
lost.
here?
Oh no, I wasn't working here yet.
Turkish shotgun boss.
Kind of right after COVID, I started working here.
Speaking of Turkish shotguns, I've noticed that there's more Russians with shotguns on Instagram shooting drones.
Correct. It works really well.
I even saw one, like some guy had like some kind of, have you seen there's like some Jeep or something with shotguns on the front?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see
what I'm
that
talking
one.
Oh yeah.
They get these like, I don't even know what vehicle would be considered. It's like a rover. Well, and they put
Like a
jammers.
US?
Something like that, yeah. And they put jammers on them, and they'll have like a guy in the back with like a PKM machine gun, and they'll have guys in the front with shotguns. They'll just drive around and shoot down drones, and then eventually get blown up.
What do you still have the shotgun, Dean?
I do. It's the only shotgun I own.
Oh my God.
What kind is it?
Emperor Arms.
Oh yeah, I remember Emperor Arms. I
Yeah.
remember that.
But
Guy.
look, it doesn't jam. It shoots. It cycles anytime I take it out.
Didn't you know them? Didn't like your cousin work there or something?
I wasn't touching that. It was the third cave from the left past theirs.
No, I'm serious. Didn't you say something like that? Like your cousin worked for Emperor Arms? Or
No. The joke has always been anytime there's any Turkish firearm in the building, it's my cousins who built it. The only
no, but I know
Anything
that
with a
joke,
serial
but I
number
thought
longer
really
than 12
like
digits.
no.
my mom knew the owner of not owner, but high up guy in the MKE factory where they make the Century MP5 clones.
Okay.
And that's about the closest I've gone to the Turkish firearms industry.
That's the whole Turkish firearms industry. They're just different names on everything.
It's a nice factory.
All the serial numbers are the same on every Turkish firearm, and you're telling me
It's a legal thing. You gotta legally serial.
it's legally got to be 26 digits?
It has to start with T0620 dash,
Wow.
and then the rest is a serial number.
How do you know that?
Because he worked at the factory when he was a child.
You're there with a like a hammer. Ding ding ding.
Stamping all the letters and numbers.
Canik.
T0620.
You know why it's called Canik?
No.
It's
Why is
the
it
sound you make.
And you throw it in the trash can.
No, Canics are good.
I love Canik.
Yeah, you do. You once sprouted the notion that the Canic metal gun was better than the Staccato.
Did you really?
Yeah,
This is the biggest like stain on my name out there because people still come up to me and be like, "And that's the guy who thinks that Canics are better than Staccato." I said for $1,000, I would rather have one. I would rather have 2 steel Canik rivals than 1 Staccato P. That's what I said.
Oh my god.
The math doesn't work.
It's like a third of the price.
They're like $900.
They're like 1,000, but
We did that live feed
all right.
the day after I shot it for the first time, and I was pretty
what happened? You went and shot it the second time? and
He
it didn't
shot
work?
staccatos ever since.
Mm.
And Glocks.
Well, you shot it a few times. You were enjoying it.
I'm just on the side of the people who may not have
Which
$2,600, $2,700 to spend on a Staccato, but still want a nice shooting firearm.
Which people? Which Americans?
The poor horn. We had one. What happened to our poor horn?
I've never seen that.
Probably with a shark suit.
No, we did. We had where's the shark suit at?
You threw the shark suit away.
I did.
Yep.
I didn't. I would never throw the poor horn away.
It was great. It had all kinds of stickers on
Yeah.
it.
Do you know about the poor horn?
No, I don't.
We actually had a Viking horn fucking thing that was this big looking
Of my creation.
and it was a big like it looked like one of the Viking horns and it was a horn
Yeah.
and
It had like
There's
it
stickers
had like
over
all
it.
kinds of low end gun industry stickers all over it.
it was a poor horn. And they would blow it.
In the shop?
Yeah,
Shop.
then people would come in and buy tourist judges.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the force judge. But Pierce, you never panic bought anything? Like you never went and bought toilet paper, you never went and bought cleaner.
No.
You had to do toilet
you-
paper. Everyone was doing that one.
Did you panic buy
No.
toilet paper? Are you
That
the
was
reason I
all-
couldn't
that was
wipe
just-
my ass for 2 weeks?
COVID was a scheme created by big toilet paper.
Oh, and everybody knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did. Once it started getting sketch, I
I bought gas during the hurricanes. But I
Yeah.
mean, everybody buys a shitload of gas.
think I forgot to buy gas.
I had a lot. It's
No, yeah, I think no. When the last hurricane came, I bought 3 air conditioner portable air ACs. I bought a bunch of gas. I bought a ton of shit.
Generator and stuff. Yeah.
I remember like when there was like one time the hurricane came and I was stuck in Plant City, but I actually came here and slept for a couple days in front of the store.
In front of the store?
Yeah,
Why in front?
the truck.
because in the truck
Why not inside?
because there was no power and it was really hot.
Fair enough.
So I slept in the truck outside. And but I went to the Dollar General and bought a bunch of like snacks and knickknacks for the kids and before the hurricane.
Didn't you also at one point like hold the door during the riots or whatever?
I didn't hold the door.
You were
But
telling me like you had like a machine gun
We had a
pointed at
guy
the door
for
the
that.
whole night.
Never mind. I'm not gonna.
I did I slept well no I had like during the riots like there was like a activity of rioters happening at the Sarasota Square Mall or the what's that mall up there?
UTC.
UTC.
The
Yeah.
UTC Mall, and cops came. Someone from the sheriff's department came and said, "Hey, like if stuff pops off tonight, we can't help you. Like we think stuff is going to happen in this area, and if stuff does happen and they happen to hit your gun shop, we won't be able to help you. So you might want to stay here." And then that night, I think 6 gun shops got hit in Orlando, like a bunch of different gun shops, and there was videos of kids like taking trucks and going through doors and stealing, hundreds of rifles and stuff. And,
They need a tank to run through that wall.
well, yeah, I mean, but it's no, you really only, there's ways in. Because I called the people who got robbed and I'm like, hey, how'd they do it? And they're like, well, they did this, and some people had pretty sophisticated security measures in place, and they used like different. I don't want to say it because
Yeah.
people have idea. They'll tell people how to do it. But when they told me that they couldn't come, I did sleep here. and I did have a machine gun pointed at every entrance, like there, back over there, and then I would sleep on an air mattress and I brought Bear, the big German Shepherd, and then every morning the production people would come in, and I'd wake up and I'd go take a shower, and I'm like, all right, if you see a gun, don't fucking pull the trigger because probably loaded. I think we did a video, went viral, but I don't know where it is now. Probably on our now defunct, depleted Facebook page. Did Luke meet any women last night when you guys took him out to the bar?
0.
Who is this woman called Redacted?
Bartender.
The bartender?
Yeah.
And her name is Redacted?
Yeah.
And is that like a potential?
Potential?
Yeah, I was going to give you guys money if you could, get Luke.
No, definitely was not a potential. No.
So
Redacted was not in the picture.
Why do you guys call her Redacted?
We were requested by a specific entity.
Oh, Pierce.
We're not doing this here.
Oh, so Pierce told you to not give any names at the podcast and just use the word redacted.
Whose name?
Okay, I mean that's fair.
Who said anything? Really?
Well, I just didn't invent the fucking word redacted, dude. I just didn't fucking think that up.
Right.
Luke also wanted us to talk about where we like to shoot.
What we'd like to shoot?
Yeah. Like, where do you like to? What's your ideal shooting? Like, out of all the places you go, what do you like the most? What do you like the most do?
Long range for me. That's an easy one. Long range.
Long range at Manatee.
It would be Manatee, yeah. Everything else is
what is considered long range? Is it 100 yards long range?
No, I would say 500 and
oh my gosh,
deeper.
500?
Yeah, 500 and deeper.
It's a long walk.
We get
golf carts.
Yeah, the golf carts.
You get golf carts?
Yeah.
I was shooting 200 on Sunday, and I thought I was with the suppressed 22.
That's good.
Oh, that's long range for 22.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, like but the Seidel brothers do like 400 yards with their precision 22.
Yeah.
And
That's a long way to send 40 grains.
Yeah, I was trying. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck they fucking do it.
Bolt actions.
You got to use subsonic.
Yeah. If it's not sub, it's traveling too fast, and time it hits almost 300 yards, it just goes all over. I could not shoot 300 yards with mine. Everyone kept coming over and telling me you need subsonic ammo.
Subsonic without a can?
Learn something new every day.
I have a can on mine, but yeah, you can shoot it without a can, yeah.
It's bolt actions.
I have a missed 22 barrel on. Have you ever seen it before?
Yeah, the Gemtech.
Yeah, the Gemtech.
The Tapco special, baby.
With the Tapco stock. Look, man, Tapco stocks were cool back in the day.
Word being the big word there.
I don't care.
Parachute pants were cool back in the day too.
Fuck, if I had parachute pants, I'd wear them right now. I'd wear them and I would dance in front of Lori and say, "Look how sexy I am. Look at my butt."
It's terrifying.
I don't want that image in my head.
I would
Make it happen.
be doing the dance. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. Yeah.
If you do that, you're paying for my therapy.
No. So, when's the last time you did long range?
It's been a while. I'm having a gun built, so I haven't been able to shoot anything.
Oh, so you're doing it? Yeah, you went to GCP and
GCP, yeah.
and you're cutting down that thing, or what are you doing?
I actually
Or you
did
have a whole
thread
cut-
the 338, but I'm having a whole custom rifle built.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
is it expensive?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
It
talking
is.
about, buddy. That's a good
It
idea.
is. I'm super excited.
What's it chambered in?
6.5 Creedmoor. They told me to go 6.5 because I don't want to do any reloading. I don't know how to reload. And they were saying 6.5 is the best round to shoot if you don't want to reload shooting far, because there's so many factory loads that are just amazing in 6.5.
What about you, Omar?
I like running around and shooting my pistol.
What specific drill do you like doing the most?
I don't know if there's a specific drill I like doing. I just like doing USPSA courses. I'll usually pull up their website and look at their qualifiers or their courses. I try to just switch it up so I'm not just training one specific activity. I kind of want to diversify it a little bit. But I really like, hit the buzzer, draw, shoot something, run over there, shoot something, run over there, shoot around this corner, run over there. I like a lot of running.
I was doing that on Sunday.
Nice.
I would just kind of think like, okay, run from here to here, and then over there, and then over there, and but I don't have one of those. I was just going beep in my head.
That works.
Does that work?
And just do your reloads in your transitions.
There's a phone app for that too.
Oh, yeah. You can download phone apps, yeah.
It'll just do beep.
Yeah.
God, I'm fucking.
You can
old.
set par timers and all with the phone. I started with a phone app.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And it makes the sound and everything, and you can hear it.
Yeah, you can make a delay. So if you want to hit the button to start it, and it can delay it like 3 seconds, so you have time, settle yourself, and it can have par times and track all your shots. They work good.
Or you
The standalone ones are much better, but the phone one works good.
It's like $109 on Amazon.
Oh, the BP thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe sometime. But what about you, Pierce?
Night shooting, specifically like further shots at night.
What, on animals or just anything?
Yeah, on animals mostly.
Thermals.
Thermals and then nods with the anything longer than like anytime I land one past like 200 with just the PEC laser and the night vision, that's pretty
Yeah, that'd be
that's
pretty
pretty up there too. Like white light shots at night are rare, but the thermals with the coyotes under thermals, that's nice. Like
cool. Yeah.
getting out like all the way across a pasture a couple hundred yards at night and just golly-whopping a coyote.
You always see those YouTube videos when they're shooting the coyotes with the thermals.
Yeah,
I like those.
that's what. Yeah,
I think I like moving too. I like how it's
moving at night's fun.
it's what is it? It's like cardio.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you get like you load a bunch of mags and then you do it and you go through like 8 mags and you're tired. Like it's like you ran a while. But I was doing it the other day and then I was like, it's the funnest thing I've ever done. Well, not the funnest thing I've ever done, but it's one of the funnest things I've ever done shooting.
I took a class from one of Dean's trainers, and he kind of incorporates like working out and cardio into the shooting session. It was really fun.
Makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, he would have us like pick up sandbags or do push-ups or whatever, and then you had to run down the 50-yard line, hit and like touch your target, run all the way back, and then draw your gun and hit the target you just touched. That was
Yeah,
really
fuck
fun.
that. I don't want to do
Too
that.
much?
That's good shit.
It is good.
Yeah,
That's really good.
I
Because then it runs your heart rate and trains your heart rate to be able to take the actual shots you're supposed to take. And on the not
picking up a bag and stuff and running with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
time you
because
draw
it
your gun, you're
depletes-
shaking.
it depletes your stamina and your energy levels and your wherewithal. And then by the time you run down to that target and come back, you've actually got to wait for your natural respiratory pause to where your dot rests to be able to hit the target.
Yeah, but when's the last time you actually did that?
I mean, I do a lot
when
of
was
running
that, a
around
month
and
ago?
shooting in the middle of the swamp.
Sunday.
So, I mean,
And I didn't ask you.
Okay.
Yeah. Like when are you running around shooting things? Like with cardio, like cardio drills.
if you had to chase us around in the middle of the swamp in the middle of one of these nights where we're out chasing pigs through the woods, you'd be pretty upset about it too.
Chasing an animal is one thing, but going and doing like a workout drill and
You think by the time I catch up to it that I'm not gassed and
absolutely, but
running
yeah, but
my
that's
sights
that's
through?
I think that's a little different. Like you're chasing an animal. This is like, all right, 10 push-ups. Run there. Take a shot. Being still.
I mean, it's cardio and shooting training all in the same thing.
Fuck, there's running with nods on trying to catch a pig. That's a little different.
Yeah, you trip over the first root that was in your general area.
I'm pretty good at being clumsy, so I might trip. I might trip and I might like hit it and like whoa and fly and I mean, I have 52 years of being clumsy, so
You've got problems with depth perception when you're doing that. You've got branches, palmetto bushes, holes, swamp, water, mud, chasing something that doesn't want to get caught through all kinds of stuff.
And did you pick out your suppressor for the 6.5?
Not yet. Because I didn't even pick my muzzle brake yet, really.
You're like a big thinker when it comes to things.
Yes.
Huh?
I just don't like to spend money unless
Really?
I think about it.
What are you thinking for a suppressor? This is
Well, the whole gun. So it's been, 4 months of thinking, and do I want to do this? And
Dear
by the
God.
time, if it's still there, I'll spend it. It was a good amount of money, so I just want to just throw it away. So
4 months of thinking about something.
yes, what
Yeah,
I
no.
want, how much I want to spend, and it was still there. I think in 3 months, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this.
what's on your suppressor list for that 6.5?
I didn't even start looking at suppressors. I originally I did want to do a KGM.
It's Suppressor Fest this weekend.
It is
I could cut you a deal.
okay.
See, the neat thing about like, so all right, I've been trying to get the different reps to come and do.
The jumbo shrimp.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get the different so getting the reps to come to do events right now, like it's not as easy as you think it would be. So
We can get Big Ed in a different company's t-shirt.
no, I mean
It's worked several times before.
I understand it's worked several times, but you want if you're doing
I thought you worked for Q. No, I'm the Ruger guy.
if you do brand specific events, you want somebody very schooled in the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you want someone who is Johnny on the spot with the answer. Just that's the whole point of bringing different brands in, like Dead Air and Silencer.
Carter Kane, Andrew.
But if you look for like Silencer Co. is booked until next May.
I've got a Silencer Co. shirt. I'll go stand up there.
I mean, I can probably stand up there with the best one. But so what we decided to do this week, Dean, was we're doing Suppressor Fest, and it's 2.0. We did it one time in early June, and it was the busiest we've been all year. So the difference is instead of doing just Dead Air or Silencer Co. or Q, it's all the suppressor companies. So we have so it's KGM, Yankee Hill, all the different suppressors, because we have a ton all up, and then I'll just sit up there and be the rep, and Pierce can sit up there with his hair.
Somebody's got to do it.
Because I have no hair.
For as long as I've worked here, Pierce's hair has been your target number one.
Oh yeah.
No matter in what style it is, it's always about.
It's because you can take it. If I mess with you about your hair, you might, I don't want to upset you.
Wait till Omar gets that fresh fade I'm going to pay for and gets all that Kentucky waterfall going in the back up there.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you get one of those fancy haircuts like him?
You want me to look like him?
No, I just because
you should be so lucky.
But Suppressor Fest is this weekend, Dean. You might be able to get a deal.
Yeah, I just gotta really pick one out. I want a good one that won't alter my shot too much. It's a really nice rifle. I want something really nice to put on the end of it.
Thunder Beast.
Yeah?
Yeah, Thunder Beast.
Thunder Beast is great.
It's a great can. I mean,
like Thunder Beast would be the one I would think.
I'd hate to recommend anything we sell here.
Because he's thinking, it's the one thing we don't have a lot of right now. We don't have a lot of precision cans.
Yeah.
That's one of the harder cans to get a hold of, or precision ones.
According to the bolt action gods, the KGM 30 is supposed to be like that precision rifle can.
That's what I heard. I just didn't look in to see if there's other companies that are just as good. Or
I think we ordered that.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did.
Definitely did.
I think we ordered like a couple of them because they told me you wanted to buy it.
Oh, nice.
I like the jumbo shrimp on a precision rifle. Really.
Yeah.
The only downside with that is the cherry bomb, because if I'm guessing he's gonna want to do non-suppressed when you're doing PRS.
Yeah, so
you'd have to change out your whole muzzle brake, do your re-zeroing and all that.
Well, the muzzle up brick I was looking at can come off pretty easy, and it can time really easy. I don't have to worry about it. So it's built to take that off to add the suppressor on if I want to shoot suppress. So,
have you gone to Florida 3-gun, the thing that Adam does?
I have not. I've heard about it a couple times, but I have yet to go out.
What about you? Why you, Omar? Do you know about it?
I know about it. I follow them on Instagram.
Why don't you go?
Because
you have Saturdays off.
I don't have a shotgun.
Do you need a shotgun?
Do you need a shotgun?
I have so many other things. I need to get nods.
My
I need
brother
to get
Christ, I can sell you a
precision
shotgun.
rifle for. I know you can sell me many things, Pierce. I gotta prioritize here.
I'll give you a great deal on a Turkish one.
Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
He's telling me to save money. He's telling me to get nods
And a shotgun.
and a shotgun. Then he's telling me to buy a bolt gun after telling me to save my money.
I'm
You need
just
a bolt
asking
gun,
you.
buddy? I got a bolt gun.
I'm just asking you if you've gone to Florida market. That's it.
I will as soon as I
I want to
get
go.
my 1301.
I asked Adam a little bit about it, and he said, I said, why is it so popular? And he's like, well, people can't. It gives people the ability to shoot like that. And I thought, doesn't everybody have the ability to shoot freely? And he's like, no. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
What you get with Kevin and the doctor's range is immense privilege. I'm so fortunate to be able to have that as an option available to me. Because anytime I go to like shoot straight or take him, I cannot stand still and line shoot anymore.
So people really don't have the ability to go shoot at people's ranges?
No, like
I don't understand that.
what Omar's talking about is true. Like if you go to one of the indoor ranges, you can't do anything but stand there and static line shoot. And then the only other option to most people is either Knight's Trail, and then you got to wait for hot cold lines, and it's static shooting. So like where else do you want them to go? They've got Manatee, but then that's what we're talking about. And
You got to rent a whole bay out if you want to move around in Manatee. You can't even draw from your holster in 90% of the ranges.
right. And then there's Guncraft where Dean goes. That's really nice, and that's not all that far. But then you've got Hanson Range down south where they kind of do the same thing that Florida Multi-Gun's doing, but it's not on the same level. It's not as cool.
But I would think with the amount of people that are into shooting that it wouldn't be that hard to find somebody who had land and make friends with.
Hey, you would think.
I feel like it's harder
super hard.
It's easier to trust someone you just met on a lot of things. I feel like when loaded firearms are involved, people are less likely to invite you
So
out.
it's like a trust thing, and they don't want it. They don't want
Yeah.
you
Maybe
to
they're just
shoot
scared to
yourself.
talk to people.
The last thing you want is to invite someone out to your private property to go shoot and then have them pull out like a 7-inch unsuppressed 5.56 with no sights, just flat top. And then they just start, finger on the trigger, just trying to one-hand shoot it.
Kevin told me I can't shoot my 760 by 39 Banshee there anymore.
Yeah, because you put holes in his
I don't think I
target.
did. I think you'd put the holes in there with the Win Mag.
I shot 2 rounds and there were at least 4
think
holes.
It was me. So I have the only place I've ever
What
shot
ammunition in the Banshee?
ball wolf, like steel wolf 760 by 39. I have a
Probably
whole,
nicer to that Banshee.
I have 1,000 rounds of wolf that I've gone through. That's almost gone. I've only shot it at Kevin's. I've only shot the Banshee at Kevin's. And so out of 700 rounds that I've, like 2 boxes, just decided to go through steel.
Yeah, I have no idea.
What are the odds?
It's a mystery. Honestly, it's very likely it was none of us. And
When
he
did
just
this
did it
happen?
himself.
Let's dig further into this. When did
Yeah.
this happen?
What did you shoot, Omar? I said Win Mag?
Yeah,
300
so
Win Mag?
we went to the range we went to the Kevin's
Got
place.
banned.
Yeah, and
They banned me. They banned my Banshee.
everybody had ARs
Smart.
except Will, who had a 7.62 by 39.
Uh-huh.
At one point, I took Kevin's Win Mag to shoot a soda bottle, and I shot it twice. And then we went down. Kevin went down range and found one of his steel targets had 4 holes in it.
Was Steven there?
Steven was not there. No,
Never mind.
it was just people with AR. I know what you're talking about.
Big Al was there.
Everybody just had normal ARs. They were all just shooting 55 grain. So the only culprits that could have put holes in his steel were the 2 rounds of 300 Win Mag that somehow made 4 bullet holes.
Did anyone else shoot that gun?
No, or his 7.62 by 39.
Plot thickens.
What I say is
Banshee got banned.
the Banshee got banned. You understand? I have a whole
I agree with you.
I have a
man.
whole 1,000-round case. It's almost gone. I've only shot it at Kevin's. It's never gone through AR 500 steel before, ever.
It's a mystery.
And then so it all spontaneously, and I get banned.
You're not banned.
I mean, I can't bring the Banshee there anymore.
It's not the worst thing.
You have a machine gun TP9 with an Engol on it.
I had plenty of other guns to play with, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's I like that one.
Fair enough.
Should have
Got
banned the
the-
Tapco stocks.
Just get some soft porn.
Hey, Tapco stocks are cool, man.
Tapco
Work.
stocks might have been cool back when you first bought them.
You should upgrade it.
No.
No?
No.
They make
Way.
They make a chassis for that gun that looks like a fix, and you're sitting in 1964 with a Tapco stock.
It works.
Okay, never mind.
It works well. Lori thinks it's cool.
Is this true, Lord?
That's great. Sorry.
What's the next Luke question?
How much ammo do you have stored away?
Not enough.
Good answer.
No, I really don't have enough. I've got enough if we needed to go make into more, but I don't have enough that like it's not a decent stockpile by any means. We've been giving it the beans.
Yeah.
What about you, Dean?
I think I got a good amount, like 9 mil, since I was shooting so much competition. But I think I still have, I don't know, 6,000 rounds.
What?
9 mil.
Good for you.
Good for you.
And 5.56, maybe only, I don't know, 2 cases, maybe.
That's way more than I've got.
About you, Omar?
3,000 rounds each, 5.56 and 9.
No 22?
Oh, my
I
22.
shot all of my 22. I was showing. I went to Shoot Straight and I was showing some of my buddies how to shoot, and they just went to town with a TX22. People, new shooters love that gun.
Ah.
You were dual wielding them at steel targets a couple weeks ago, like
So
this.
fun.
It is a nice gun.
It's a nice gun.
Hold on
Yeah.
1 second.
Because I shot Will's and
Hold on.
I loved it.
Bottom left, behind the sugar weasel. Oh, never mind. Oh gosh.
What did we grab?
He totally walked right past the TX22 and could have grabbed anything off that wall.
Yeah.
It's a Tapco stock with laser beams.
And a Vortex Razor.
Sam's got one of those on his 17 HMR, but it's
There is nothing wrong with this gun.
Is that a Gen 3?
I don't know. Maybe. But there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with the stock other than you guys think it's stupid.
You could have accomplished the same thing that both of your front attachments do there with one quick bipod foregrip.
Please don't get like, please don't.
We had one and it didn't work.
There's one in that pile of nonsense over there by your computer.
I don't see why this sucks. Is it just because
The scope's good. The 1022 chassis is good.
So it's the quietest 22 that I've ever seen ever. All you
Including mine?
hear, yeah, it's probably as quiet as yours, if not quieter.
Come on. There's no way.
It's pretty quiet.
All you hear is the action. Like you hear the action and then the steel. That's it.
The only thing we're arguing here is your choice of furniture. That's all. We like the rest of it.
You know, when I'm 80 and you're 60 and you guys aren't cool anymore, I'm just gonna fucking
That's
roll
not
on.
the right method.
I'm gonna find you in my wheelchair and just fucking throw shit at you. I'm gonna take shit and fucking see motherfuckers. Now you're old, fuckface. Ha ha. I will. I'll do it. Maybe I'll be 90 and you'll be 60, but yeah.
Just a bunch of monkeys throwing shit at each other.
Here, let me go get I'll get the TX22.
Oh my god.
CX22.
Ha! This thing is awesome.
This is the chassis I'm talking.
Yeah, I was looking at it today.
Omar.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
It's more of a precision chassis though.
That's so cool. You just said you were trying to shoot at 200 yards. I mean, that's precision for a 22.
Is that the competition?
Yeah, that's the competition.
That's really cool.
Yeah, with that can doesn't exist anymore. That's the Warlock.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. They just got to make bigger mags for it.
Don't they?
What, 20 is not enough?
That's not 20.
16.
Oh, it's 16.
Yeah, if they made a 20, that'd be cool.
I think they do.
Do they?
Yep.
It's gotta be.
Seems all right.
The new mag I think is 21.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That must be really new. I was looking for when I got mine, and
I didn't really know it actually existed until I started effing with the box, and then the other mag that's kind of hidden is a 21 or something. It's big. It's right over there.
it's cool. Yeah, this is like what is it, $400, something like that?
About $400.
Yeah, $400 22 pistol. Your red dot mounts to your barrel, so it doesn't move with the slide, and it works well. I will say there's like a 50-round break-in period where it will jam every magazine, and then since then I haven't had mine jam once.
Mine's never jammed.
Never?
Never.
You didn't even have the break-in period?
Not even a break-in period. No, it's never jammed.
You were the one who talked this gun up to me. You were like, this is amazing, and then I shot yours and it was great. I was like, I'm gonna get one, and I got it, and I put the first mag through it, and I couldn't get through like 2 rounds without it jamming. I was like, God damn it, Will, you. And I went through the first box, and it's never jammed since.
Oh, I was getting goddamned. I'm sorry. So Stroud, you don't have your ammo supply is depleted.
Yeah, I've been really good this year. I've been shooting a lot. It's I've got enough. Plate carriers full, ammo cans that I have are full. I got a bunch of full mags, but I'd like the actual like ammunition stockpile is not great right now. No.
Okay. I've got plans. Like I have ammo. I have ammo in like a couple different places. I have I think there's actually like a crate of Mosin ammo at my old house.
Oh, there you go. That'll help.
I did buy like 8 Mosins at one time, and I was gonna the plan was to give them to all the kids.
Are you harboring foreign fugitives under your floor?
No, I bought 8 Mosins at a gun show one time, and the plan was like if anything happened, I would just fucking hand them out to the children.
That's what the Russians
First,
did.
you want to ship them off to a Chinese buffet to work, and now you want to themselves with Mosin and
I was
Gans.
gonna give them all Mosins. But I think the crate of ammo is still at my old house in Plant City.
You should get a PKM machine gun.
Oh, because those are available.
Yeah. For you.
There's no PKM machine guns available for me.
You can get a parts kit or something.
I'm sure we could find it.
I'm sure we could fly out to Ukraine and pick a couple up.
They're dropping all over the place.
They're dropping all over the place.
But that shit's 54R, and it's probably, I would say it's the best general purpose machine gun ever built.
I have ammo stashed in different places, but I don't probably. But I own a gun shop, so if anything pops off, I can always just come here. You have food hidden too, right, Dean? Like,
Yes.
isn't there like still like where there's the MRE somewhere?
Yeah. We got a couple cases.
I was just looking into that a while ago, and MREs are really cool, but that's like $10-12 a meal.
It's yeah.
I got to start like packing like
they
bags of
work.
rice or something.
I got a deal on it.
Nice.
I got like a couple pallets. I think.
Probably all vegetable lasagna or whatever the hell.
No, a couple different flavors in it.
There's definitely no chili mac in that box.
Do you know what Luke wanted us to talk about?
What's that?
He wanted us to talk about. He wanted to say, are there any other Milsurp deals that are out there that you like?
Milsurp deals?
Yeah, do you know what Milsurp is?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like Luke wanted us to talk about Milsurp.
Of course he did.
Do you know what Milsurp is?
No, so what is Milsurp?
Explain what Milsurp is, Omar.
Military surplus. It's stuff that the military had at one point that they deemed it wasn't necessary and sold it off to someone, so now they're selling it off for very cheap.
You mean like Will Shorts?
It can refer to anything from the socks they were not issued to machine guns.
These fit. They fit really good with my legs. You know.
You don't gotta explain it, Will. He's teasing you.
It's a really good leg wrist. I mean, you know, I'm completely confident and happy.
I'm still confident
Hell yeah.
the police surplus deal on the Mini 4 that was like 6 years ago. That was good.
I ordered
What happened to Milsurp though? Like, is it like what happened to it?
It's in Ukraine.
No. That's not what I mean. Like,
They left it all in Afghanistan.
So there was a time when Milsurp was not. I mean,
Like Army Navy stores?
yeah, like fucking Mosin's, the German equivalent, anything old and military.
Yeah, all the
military
guys that walk around right now at the gun shows with their little walkers complaining about the prices of modern AK-47s bought it all in 1976 when it was all on sale for $12 a piece.
Then where did it all go?
It's in their garages rusting.
But like Milsurp is gone.
Somebody, please tell me I'm wrong here. Or something like, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. It's in people's garages. It's all over the place. They bought it all up.
They're the
They
same place.
definitely didn't make it through COVID.
They're the same
Nothing
place
makes it
transferables are. People
Exactly.
buy them and they keep them forever.
So what the fuck is going on with TikTok?
What do you mean?
I mean, so all right, TikTok, right? You can. So right now the strategy, the plan is to use, like, you can't. So you can get a lot of exposure on social media through TikTok. The problem is you can't talk about guns, you can't show guns, you can't do anything. We can actually talk, but we can't show anything. So we've been taking the podcast clips to send them to and to show them on TikTok, and we've got a couple with a lot of views, and everybody's arguing.
Yeah, it's
Well, that's just the internet, boss.
Yeah,
That's just the internet.
I've never seen it before.
It's a hateful place.
you've
Just wait
never
till you
seen
figure out
people
Twitter.
arguing about shit on the internet.
I've seen people argue about shit, like, but not like, I don't read comments. I don't know. I haven't seen people arguing about shit like not.
Yeah, I don't read comments.
What do you do when you poop?
Don't go to Twitter.
I wipe my ass when I poop, and I get out of there.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I fucking poop quick and wipe my ass and go. I don't sit there on a phone.
This might be half of the problem. I mean, like I'm talking about your morning too, boss. We're not talking about like an emergency afternoon
Yeah,
deposit. We're talking
I'm out of there and quickly. I don't sit there and I don't sit on the fucking pooper.
You
Man.
need to enjoy your day more, man.
No, it's bad for your ass.
It's bad for your
It's not good to sit there and shit for a long time.
Do you not have a nice toilet at your house?
I've got a great toilet. I think.
I've got a guy for that. You need a better toilet? You need a Ponderosa.
Is it the sitting part or the shitting part that you don't think is good for you?
I don't think like sitting there straining.
This is
good.
not the content we're looking for.
We're literally talking about shitting.
No, I'm in and out quick.
Good for you.
Not like a dungaree hut in the middle of like nowhere jungle somewhere. Like
Oh,
you
she
can.
just took a shit.
Yeah,
Freaking
yeah. I was
shit.
gonna say. I think she heard us.
Puppy just took a shit.
Yeah, she left a turd there.
Dead air.
Dead air.
Here, let me go pick that shit up.
No pun intended.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome
Where
back.
were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about shit.
We're moving on to the next topic.
We're
after
moving on to the next little question. Yeah.
The next. Was there ever a time you needed a gun and you didn't have it,
Thankfully, no. I've always had it.
Dean?
Yeah, I was thinking that. I say no because growing up in New Jersey, it's kind of anti-gun up there, so never really thought about it until I came down here and I got my own.
Pierce?
I can't think of anything. I've been pretty well armed for a long time.
Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've gotten it. I mean, I got into a pretty bad fight one time, and the guy took a piece of my nose off. Yeah, there's a piece of my nose that's missing right here. The guy smacked my face with a bottle.
Oh,
Took a chunk of my nose off. Like probably if I was armed back then.
Is that a bar fight?
No, it happened at a house,
Oh.
not in a bar. And then not too long ago, I was not carrying, and I got confronted by somebody, and then the guy was huge, huge kid. I think on something like either he was bona fide crazy or he was on some type of substance, and yeah, it was crazy.
Let's flip that question around. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to use your gun?
No,
Like, not like shoot, but like,
what, draw it?
yeah. Have you ever had to draw your gun?
I don't want to answer that. That's admitting to brandishing a firearm, which is illegal.
No, not if it's justified.
You can't
Can't pull it.
you can't pull it unless you use it.
yeah, I agree with Will.
You
I think
can't pull it unless you use it?
Yeah,
Correct.
Well, what if you're using it to,
You can't do that. That's called
Can't do
brandishing.
de-escalate?
That's called brandishing a firearm.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if somebody comes up to you and pulls a knife on you and you pull out your gun and they run away, that's illegal?
You probably could get arrested for that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can't brandish your firearm.
But
Just
okay,
carry
so
a
if he pulls a
tomahawk
knife and you shoot him, then that's not illegal.
Correct.
as long as your life is in
I
As
danger.
long as
love
your life,
America.
as long as your life is in
Yeah,
danger.
but that's what I'm saying. If your life was in danger and you brandished it, that should be fine, no?
You're supposed to report it. I have been in two situations where I was glad that I was carrying. Let's put it that way. How about that? Can we edit that? Can we make it to where I've been in two situations where I'm glad I was carrying, and I've been in a couple situations where it's gotten pretty violent, and I'm disfigured for it because of it. Yeah,
Piece of your nose. That,
yeah, it sucked.
yeah. I can
Oh my
imagine.
God, yeah. It was like I was in my younger years, and I was getting ready to start a really important job that I had been trying to get.
Mhm.
I got hired at a really exclusive restaurant on Longboat Key, and I was starting the next day, and I was celebrating, and I got into a tiff with a guy, and he smacked my face with a bottle, and it took a chunk of this here and another piece of it here right off. And so I'm 52 now. This was when I was 20, 26, 27, maybe 25. And so you can imagine like it was significant. Like it was called an avulsion when a piece of your skin is ripped from your body. So it was a real big dust in my face. Thus, I couldn't go work in an exclusive
Yeah.
restaurant in Sarasota. That was before you were born.
A lot of things were before I was born.
It was before you were born. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that happened.
Little guy.
Okay, Game of Thrones.
Oh my God.
I watched it last night.
Did you watch it?
I watched it. It was good.
He said,
I think you
He's
downplayed it a
out.
little bit, homie, because you said it was all right.
That
It
was
was
good.
good.
You're not going to participate in Game of Thrones?
How could I participate?
We told you already. You can watch this one and watch House of the Dragon and never seen Game of Thrones, and it'll be okay. We told you this, and you said okay.
You can at least try to
Okay.
participate, not take off your headphone.
Just for drama. Dramatic effect.
I understand. What'd you think, Dean?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, he saw it.
Okay, so no spoiling. The dragon fight scenes were amazing. They were good.
Dragon War's rough.
Yeah.
Did you get upset over the dragons?
She was flying that thing low and slow like an idiot and lost the dragon. That made me mad.
It'd be like if you were flying a prop plane with a flamethrower
Yeah,
attached
and
to
she,
the bottom of it. And
fucking big dragon
I'm
was still
disagreeing
there.
with you.
I don't.
I got
Can't go
really
any faster because then she can't aim the dragon.
But she wasn't aiming it. She was just low, right above the buildings, in danger zone, knowing the big ass dragon is still around, and she's just flying low and slow. Come on now.
I got really upset and I couldn't watch it again. I'll usually watch Game of Thrones twice. And I got really upset that the dragons got hurt. And Lori came home with like an etch-a-sketch and she wrote wuss on it and showed it to me.
Yeah,
Did she really?
Yeah, she drew a picture of a dick.
that's really impressive.
balls.
Something that's only supposed to draw straight lines.
She drew a picture of a dick with balls and wrote wuss. And that's because I was sad and angry over the.
Can we get a picture of the actual sketch up?
Yeah,
on the
we should
screen?
put that on a Glock.
That would work. That would definitely sell well.
The first dragon that died didn't bother me. It was the second one and how that happened. That bothered me.
Oh, Will got all torn up by the first dragon. He was having a hard time with that.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh my god. Yeah, isn't it? It's the strangest thing because they're fucking imaginary creatures that have nothing to do with real life. And
Well, the first dragon's not dead.
I got so upset. Like I got upset in previous seasons when the dragons got killed, and then this one, like I was even getting into the fact that like Sunfire was nuzzling against King Aegon and it was showing their love for each other, and then she's flying off to battle and she's cooing, because she's happy she's gonna go into battle with her rider, and then she just gets fucking tore up. And then when she flew down to the bottom of the battlefield and blood started going all over, and then I think they actually burned the soldiers. Yeah, dude, it tore me up.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sunfire's not dead.
I know she's not dead, and she gets revenge. Not to give anything away, but she gets some nasty revenge. But it's
Not dead.
yeah, it really bummed me out. Yeah,
Not dead at all.
so let me ask you guys a question. Why so obviously there's like a disconnect between myself and the average younger shooter such as you guys. But why like I think tactical lever guns are the fucking coolest thing ever. But not everybody seems to think that way. Why?
It's a novelty.
It's a novelty.
At this point, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's great for promotion, Pierce. Thanks.
No, it's not. Like, they're fun to shoot. Suppressed lever actions, like the 38 specials and everything like that. Like, they're really fun to shoot. Like, but I mean, we all have. It's 2024. We've all got semi-automatic rifles now.
Your thoughts, Omar?
We're not fighting engines in 1800.
Are you still pissed off about Game of Thrones?
No. I just find it.
You're pissed off about the dragons too, aren't you?
I mean, what's the point of watching the show now? I know everything that happens.
Absolutely. Yeah. I saved you time.
For the lore.
I see very often people get very upset when they sink a lot of money into a tactical lever gun, only to decide they don't want it anymore and find out nobody's going to pay them what they paid for it.
Oh, you see? Where do you see people get upset? Tax swap or something?
Yeah, just online. Like the amount of times I've seen people like gun shops post a picture of a lever gun, being like, customer walked in and asked $3,000 for it. Told us he put $4,000 into it. And it's just like
Is that Tales from the Gun Counter?
something like that. It's just a lever gun with a different stock and a handguard with a Neotech on it, and they want like $3,000 for it. I feel like that's why. I feel like there's a lot of companies that charge way too much money for what it is. At the end of the day, it is a novelty. There's no advantage you're getting with the lever. I mean, sure there are, but
That's like $1 Brazilian for a lever gun, isn't it?
yeah.
So there isn't. You guys that don't are. The quietness of a can doesn't turn you guys on.
I mean, it's the same with a bolt gun.
You can't really move with a bolt gun though, the way you can with a lever gun.
Why not?
Mine will be too heavy for one.
It's a different kind of. That's
different.
That's a bench rest gun.
I don't think you can really move around with a bolt gun like you can a lever gun.
Sure you can.
I've yet to see it. Is there? Can you show me a video?
If you give me a fix, I'll make you one.
I'm sure. But then why be into a fix then? The only person I know who is really into lever guns is Everett.
They're cool. Like, no denying that they're super cool. I just think the tactical lever action scene gets very hated on because on one side there's people who like lever actions who don't want to get them tacticaled up.
So there is like a hate thing going on.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I mean, like the guys that I hunt with use them every once in a while, but they're longer. They're not as compact. You're not getting the performance out of them that you get out of a modern sporting rifle. Like you're not getting. It's not like a AR, like a mid-length AR, like a Mark 18 or something like that. Like you're not getting the performance that you're getting out of an AR. The calibers aren't all that for hunting and anything like that with the pistol caliber ones. And then you don't have 30 round mags. You don't have like all the niceties that come with on rifles that you can use in this day and age.
Yeah, they just kind of look cool though.
They do. They're fun.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not fun. They're a blast.
I feel like on one side there's lever action purists who don't want the tactical stuff on there that hate on it. On the other side, there's tactical guys who don't want to put the tactical stuff on a lever gun. And both of them, they're coming from both fronts. That's why
they fight.
That's why the tactical lever action scene is seeing, a lot of hate. That's my theory.
Where do you see all this hate at?
The internet, it's full of it.
I am on the same internet. I don't see like the.
You're not on the same internet.
I'm not.
No.
Do you guys go to the dark internet or something?
No. It's just the sites you.
Maybe in video games.
Virtually every modern website tailors everything based on how you react to it. So it's all algorithms. The entire goal of every social media website is to keep your attention. So if you click on the hate, like even if it's once, you click on hateful comments and you read for like 10 minutes of just people arguing, that website will recommend you nothing but people arguing for the rest of time.
Oh, so you like hate?
I've liked it once and it has shown me nothing else since.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't look at the hate stuff.
You do it once, Instagram knows that's what you like. It's all it'll show you.
It's all about
Twitter's where the arguments are really at. That's where like
there's people arguing about lever guns, the lever gun purity on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
People argue about anything on Twitter. People who argue about what color the sky is on Twitter.
See, okay, that's back to TikTok. I thought people argue. God, I'm fucking old. Like I'm completely out of touch here. I thought people argue on Twitter. I didn't think people were gonna fucking argue on TikTok.
Why? It's the same phone.
Well, I thought TikTok was all OnlyFans chicks. No.
That's surprisingly also Twitter.
I don't know.
Colder.
I'm like, I feel so out of touch. I just want to go home. Apparently, I'm really out of touch. I mean,
it's a good thing, boss. Don't feel bad about it. It is not a rabbit hole you want to go down.
What?
I don't even go on TikTok. I don't even have an account.
Good.
Yeah.
He wants the puppy.
He does want the puppy. He's like, oh yeah, 2 more years and you're mine.
Oh my God.
What, you don't think that's not what he's thinking?
Is this
that is completely what he's thinking?
Is this a repetition of the Baron Thrasher thing, but this time it might actually work out?
Yeah, the math was off on the Bear Thrasher thing.
Yeah, no.
So the next Luke question on the docket would be,
what kind of ammo do you carry?
I carry Pilgrim in my carry pistol, and I do Spear Gold Dot on my 17.
Is that directly from the gunsmith who would not be named?
No.
I like Gold Dot too.
Spear Gold Dot's the only hollow point used by a law enforcement agency that's under $1 around.
Okay.
I want to fill up a lot of mags with defensive ammo, and I can't do that with Pilgrim prices.
Dean, what about you?
Pilgrim. All Pilgrim. Only thing.
Pierce?
I like how light it is.
Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Pilgrim's nice.
Yeah, do you guys know the Pilgrim story?
No. I've always wondered, like, what's up with Pilgrim Liberty?
Omar's questioning the Pilgrim War.
Did I poke the bear?
No, we'll ask you to.
So there were these 2 guys who were just ammo people at the gun shows. I forget their names, but I think Angry Chris and his sidekick, who will not be named, and they, tried to show us Liberty ammo. They're like, this is the best ammo ever. And we looked at it and they had gel things. This is 10, 15 years ago, or this is probably 10 years ago. And it was expensive and even for back then. And we're like, maybe. And they're like, you should carry this in your store. And then me and Lori were smoking cigarettes at SHOT Show that year. And this little dude was smoking cigarettes too. And he's got a ponytail, and we could start talking, and we say, where are you from? And he's like, I'm from Sarasota. I'm like, oh, we're from Sarasota too. And he starts talking how his name is PJ and he's the owner of Pilgrim Ammo or Liberty Ammo. And we're like, oh wow. And then we went back from SHOT Show and he came in and started giving us and started selling Liberty Ammo. And then Liberty turned into Pilgrim, and then Pilgrim James started coming in, and we just been selling it. And it's, I guess what happened was one of his family members got accosted and hurt and put in the hospital, and I think maybe killed by somebody at a Walmart in what part of Florida? It starts with a D.
Davenport,
Florida.
look at me with
Up by Lakeland.
Yep.
Up by Lakeland, like
County.
yeah, and like one of those pretty sketchy cities. Like one of his family members got accosted, hurt, put into the hospital, and then the story he told us out there smoking cigarettes at SHOT Show was he thought, "Fuck, what if there was a decent 380 round that would hurt the person who accosted his family member," and so he invented Liberty Ammo, and the first one he invented was 380.
Halo Point was what it was called, I think, right?
Not sure.
I still have some of that 45.
Well,
No,
are they the same company? Because Liberty's still around, I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely. So what happened was, correct me if I'm wrong, but PJ went bid a contract to the Department of Defense, and with like his technology, and lost the bid, and then another company copied his technology, and won the bid, and he
good.
and he sued everybody, and he went, I think, bankrupt, suing everybody, or he took all kinds of loans, and then they won, and then the judge reversed it. So he didn't own his company anymore. The people who gave him money to fight the legal battle owned the company, and then he reformed under Pilgrim with different investors. I think that's how now,
I don't know that story.
yeah, that's what happened. And then now he's gone, and there's no more PJ. Now there's James with different investors that still have the technology. So you have Pilgrim and Liberty, but it's the same ammo.
Liberty rifle rounds are nasty.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've seen one year we were there, and like they were showing, they had pictures of it, of like blackout doing damage to was goats that are in the mountain goats and shit.
Yeah,
like
goats are in the mountains.
like fucking things with horns and shit. Dragons. But
Dragons.
dragons. But there was like from distance, and I think they even had like 270 or something, all kinds of shit, and they had pictures of the animals and what it did to their bodies.
Yeah, they called that predator. I don't know. They made it 270 30-06.
Animal Instinct.
Animal Instinct.
I have a bunch hidden.
That 223 is nasty.
What, Liberty ammo?
Liberty has a bunch of different, or they did have a bunch of different Predator ammo that's designed for hunting, and it was just fucking nasty.
The 9mm does it too.
Yeah, it's really nasty shit.
He showed me a video of their 308 that they make.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a Pilgrim 308, basically. Liberty made it.
Liberty 308, yeah.
And he showed me the ballistic gel video of it, and they shoot it into clear gel, and it picks a clear gel block off the table and throws it away.
Throws it over the backstop.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
Wow.
The 9mm, I mean, at any sort of like close range stuff, even the 9mm is devastating. Absolutely devastating, like to game. 100%.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Oh, I know, but I've seen it turn a pig into Mr. Potato Head.
It's a lot of good intel you have, all these rounds and all these different weapons and all the stuff you get from
Serving the greater good.
Serving the greater good and getting rid of nuisance animals. But yeah,
Invasive animals.
I think the final thing we should get into is the SIG versus Glock debate.
Oh boy.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
SIG comes out of the box with more features. Glock is a better handgun.
SIG's rifles are good to go.
Okay.
We
So-
like piston guns, boss.
I mean, it's like how I think like my fucking 1022 in a Tapco stock, there's nothing wrong with it, right? Like I just have this, I don't understand why other people that's a piece of shit. What are you doing with that stock over there? I don't want to be seen with you at the range, boss. Not if you're bringing that gun, and please don't show up with it.
think the hate for the Tapco just comes from how
We're not talking about the hate.
how many SKSs have been ruined by them.
I made a pretty penny with Tapco stocks in SKSs back in the day. Yeah.
This is
Think
not
about-
the point.
Think about
It's not the point. No, we're not.
not the
No,
point.
no.
Sorry.
The point is my paradigm, my thought process, my viewpoint, my worldview on like I think that this is okay. And when people say Glock versus Sig, it's a no brainer. Like there's more value in Glock. It's a better handgun, but it's almost to the point where people are getting away from Glock completely, and it's
Because they haven't made anything.
Yeah, just bored with the Glock.
Look, I mean,
Just got
like
bored.
getting away from Glocks. I don't know.
I don't think.
I don't know
I don't
about
think Glock's
that.
going
How
out of
many
fashion
Glocks
anytime
a
soon.
week do we push out of the store, out of production, everything like that? They're all going somewhere, dude.
I think from your perspective, when you tell someone you want to get when you tell someone they say you want to get a carry gun, if you want to sell them the 43X, you go, here, you buy the 43X, then you buy the Shield Arms S15 mag, then you have to buy the mag release because it only works with their mag release.
That's still cheaper than the macro.
Or you tell them, or buy this and take it out of the box and go shoot it. For the common person who shoots under 1,000 rounds a year, SIG's probably a better investment for them, so they don't have to buy all these different parts and do little, table hood gunsmithing on there.
so the generation of people who make fun of people being poor buy the gun because they're poor.
No, I don't say poor. It's still, like you said, it's
Is that
still
kind of
being cheaper.
right? So the generation and the right
That sounds about right.
right.
Am I alone here? No input?
You got it, buddy. You go ahead.
No, I'm we're talking. I really want to know. Like it's important for me to know like the intel I can get from this and from speaking to people. Like for instance, I shouldn't pull the fucking Tapco stock out ever. As long as the person's not under, if the person's under 50,
60.
don't pull the 60. Don't pull the Tapco stock out ever. I should probably build one of the missed barrel guns on something else and show it to people.
Like a gray birch.
Like it's never gonna fucking work. I could with a gray birch.
You were oogly boogling Andrew from Huxworks' gray birch chassis last time he was here.
I don't like how it looks.
Let me put it to you this way.
Oh my god, we don't have time with the crayons to get into this.
Skinny right here.
Which do you think is the best? I mean, you would agree IWI Zion's probably a better AR than an Andro, right?
Yep.
Do you sell more Calta combos or Zions?
I still work out the combos.
That's kind of how I see the SIG thing. It might be a better Glock might be a better firearm, but you buy one package and you get everything you want with a SIG.
I still sell more 43Xs than I do macros.
So what makes the Glock better? That you say that. I'm
Reliability, quality
Okay.
control, simplicity on how much maintenance you have to do to it, and
Safe
how
action
easy
system.
Don't say
Sa-
drop safe.
safe-
Don't say drop safe. Don't say drop safe. Don't say drop safe.
safety system in it.
Safe action.
Aftermarket support, I would also say Glock has the win on. But the quality control is the main thing. Like, Glock's the only handgun I trust to pull out of a box, and I know for a fact, no matter what I feed it, it is going to run out of the box.
Yeah.
There's no break-in period. There's no, it had too many rounds through it, so now it's starting to break down. You pick up a Glock, you put ammo in it. If it hasn't been modified, you know it's going to shoot every single time.
Extractor's not going to fail
How
after
many
1,000 rounds.
how many
Exactly.
Glocks have you seen come across the counter for repair that are factory all the way through?
Zero.
0.
Yeah, they've all got compensators. They've all got triggers.
That's why I find it really funny when people ask me, what's the warranty on a Glock? It's like, you're never going to fucking use it, man. Just don't change the shit in it.
Yeah, I mean, when people come in and they're looking for a carry gun, we show them the 43X, and then if they don't like that or don't just buy that, then we'll start getting.
But
into
SIGs
other
don't
stuff
come
like
back
that.
anymore. Like we haven't had a problem with the 365 in years.
Yeah, that was my
Magazines.
next question. Oh, really?
Yeah, we had when we started doing the macros and even some on the X models, people can't get all the rounds into the magazines. Carter's had to replace them.
Oh, that's just because
The spring's not broken out. But
spring's not
Yeah.
broken down.
that's not really a problem.
It's not really a problem, yeah.
Well,
But it seems to be like it's shifting. Like people are into SIGs and I couldn't tell you why, but
we've got there's one or two SKUs of 43Xs, and there's 16 different macro and 365X SKUs.
People
So-
like choices, I think.
choices.
Yeah.
So there's choices and
Which one of those two companies do you think's paying more money in advertising right now?
That's another good point. Glock doesn't really advertise.
yeah,
They don't have
Kind
to.
of known.
Glock doesn't have a have Sean Ryan.
I mean, if Glock made a 15-round mag, and if they started cutting their optics out of the box for
Flat.
if they started cutting it for like the RMSC pattern, or just included a plate in the box and it came with a 15-round mag, I don't even think this would be a conversation.
Okay.
I just don't think Glock's doing anything new. They got boring. That's all it is.
Who cares?
And SIG just keep
It's a tool.
putting
It
new
works.
stuff. Yeah, it works. I'm not saying it doesn't work.
Why haven't they come out with anything new?
Because it's perfection, and you can't improve perfection.
That's
Come
what
on
the
now.
gunsmith said.
Come on now.
Did you see the clip of the Sean Ryan show that didn't make it?
Mm-mm.
So like Sean Ryan is handing Tucker Carlson a 365 Legion, and Tucker says, "I like Staccato,"
I do too.
and it didn't make the
So
final,
does Dean.
it didn't make the final cut of the video.
I hate to say, Omar does
sponsored?
too. And you, what are you carrying on your hip right now?
A Staccato.
Weird. Crazy world.
I carry two. No, I do. I have like my main squeeze is the Staccato. Is a custom one that we put together. But I think that's really interesting that they cut that out, because I watched the Sean Ryan Tucker video, I think at least twice, if not three times. And I saw the clip of it, like Staccato had it out today, of Tucker talking about staccatos and how he can ding steel at 100 yards with his CS, which is pretty normal for the Staccato, and that did not make the fucking video, the Sean Ryan video. I have no recollection of it, because I would have been
It was a gong. He hit a gong at 100 yards.
Did you guys like the debate?
Oh, I loved the debate.
Did you?
I did.
We don't get very political on the podcast yet, but did you see the debate?
I watched it live, and it was so.
I watched it.
Did you watch it live? What about you, Pierce?
I watched it after.
What did you think, Dane?
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
I was laughing out loud, and
Yeah.
Lori's just kind of looking at me.
I was laughing out loud.
Was your significant other looking at you? Oh, wait.
Fuck, boss. What is that?
Well, I mean,
I asked you if you wanted to fight when we started the podcast. We could have just
I
gotten
know, and
it
then
out of the way.
then you bust it.
We could have just gotten it out of the way and just done it right when we started. But no, here we go. Let's bash the single guy. That's hilarious.
You took
man.
like my cock and a hammer and just fucking smacked it a whole podcast, dude. You're like, oh, here, oh, Tapco stock, bam, 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 bam. Oh yeah, you're old and dumb. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at your shorts. Bam, 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 bam.
You did kind of beat him up today.
They started with both barrels as soon as we started this podcast, and then I'm the asshole.
Yeah, I mean, you clearly it was
Somebody has to do it.
shorts, Tapco stock. It was it.
Are you taking notes?
No, but what did you think of the debate?
It's Trump arguing with an old guy who doesn't know where he's at.
Obviously. What did you think, Omar?
Oh, it was hilarious to watch. I really, really love to see like the covers for it after the fact. Like when it first
Voiceovers?
No, just like when it first came out, it was, oh, he has a cold, and then it was, oh, he just had a bad night, and then it's like, yeah, he's a little fucking senile.
Yeah.
But they would vote for an urn instead of Donald Trump. 100%.
Absolutely.
They could wheel him out dead. Like,
It was like this. What is the South Park thing they did? Is like a what was it with the debate that they had? And it was like a turd sandwich versus like what? It was something like, come on, help me out here. Omar. Come on, don't make me Jamie this stuff.
and then like the little party they had for Biden afterwards. You did it, Joe.
Oh,
you
yeah.
knew all the facts.
Yeah, you answered all the questions. Yeah. Like, what
Giant
the fuck
douche
is
and
that?
turd sandwich.
So do you still have like lots of friends, young friends? Mm-hmm. What does the young generation say about the present political climate?
They are informed by nothing but TikTok. Whatever this random gay guy on TikTok says to them is what they take as truth, and it's really annoying sometimes.
It's terrifying.
It's genuinely like people fear. This is going to get a little political, but people are fearing the election being stolen. I think it's so much easier than that. You just have to convince this entire generation of dumbasses
Right.
that one guy is literally Hitler and the other guy is the savior, and that's all you got to tell them, and they will buy it because this is an entire generation of people, my generation, that will not read past the headline. That's how the Democrats are so successful and have so much support, is because they know how to name shit. They take a bill that's going to send $100 trillion to Ukraine, and they call it the Save Climate Act, and then if you veto it because you're like, wait, we shouldn't send $100 trillion. If you vote no for it, then they go on this guy voted no for the Save the Climate Act. Look at how bad he is. That's all you got to do. Just make a good headline. It can be a complete lie. They will not read farther into it. I promise you.
Well, the one cool thing about the future is like our kids, like we have kids.
So screwed.
No, we have like our kids don't think Biden is cool. Like our little kids, they think they're like, if you ask them, they're like, what do you think of President Biden versus former President Trump? And they're like, dude, Biden's an idiot.
Yeah, but it's...
our twins are like that, and their friends are like that. I know they're mean. God bless them being mean, but it makes me have a little bit of
They told me I was stupid.
Having the correct opinion is one thing. It's about, do they know why?
Well, yeah, because they say the old guy is senile.
Look at the current state of the union.
But
Put tea in the harbor for way less.
Oh,
100%. All right, so we're gonna call it.
Is that the line? That's the line.
We're gonna call. Hey, thank you very much for tuning into Sharkos Tactical Podcast 6. We are Sharkos Tactical, and if you can, like the page, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, do whatever you do with the other pages, because we do this in order to help our business stay afloat and keep going towards the horizon. Thank you guys very much.
Always. Good time being here.
I will look into getting a different stock
Hell yeah.
tomorrow. Thank you guys.